Uncle Tom's Cabin, or Life Among the Lowly, by Harriet Beecher Stowe. Read by Ricco. Late in the afternoon of a chilly day in February, two gentlemen were sitting alone over their wine in a well-furnished dining parlor in Kentucky. There were no servants present. The gentlemen, with chairs closely approaching, seemed to be discussing some subject of great earnestness. For convenience sake, we have said two gentlemen. One of the parties, however, when critically examined, did not seem, strictly speaking, to come under the species. He was a short, thick-set man with coarse commonplace features, and that swaggering air of pretension which marks a low man who is trying to elbow his way upward in the world. He was much overdressed in a gaudy vest of many colors. His hands, large and coarse, were plentifully bedecked with rings, and he wore a heavy gold watch chain, with a bundle of seals of portentous size and a great variety of colors attached to it, which, in the order of conversation, he was in the habit of flourishing and jingling with evident satisfaction. His conversation was garnished at convenient intervals with various profane expressions. His companion, Mr. Shelby, had the appearance of a gentleman, and the arrangements of the house and the general air of housekeeping indicated easy and even opulent circumstances. As we before stated, the two gentlemen were in the midst of an earnest conversation. "That is the way I should arrange the matter," said Mr. Shelby. "I can't trade that way. I positively can't, Mr. Shelby," said the other, holding up a glass of wine between his eyes and the light. "Why, the fact is, Haley, Tom is an uncommon fellow. He is certainly worth that sum anywhere, steady, honest, capable, manages my whole farm like a clock." "You mean honest as niggers go," said Haley, helping himself to a glass of brandy. "No, I mean really. Tom is a good, steady, sensible, pious fellow. He got religion at a camp meeting 4 years ago, and I believe he really did get it. I've trusted him since then, with everything I have, money, house, horses, and let him come and go around the country. And I always found him true and square in everything. Why, last fall, I let him go to Cincinnati alone to do business for me and bring home $500. 'Tom,' says I to him, 'I trust you, because I think you're a Christian. I know you wouldn't cheat.' Tom comes back sure enough. I knew he would. Some little fellows, they say, said to him, 'Tom, why don't you make tracks for Canada?' Master trusted me, and I couldn't. They told me about it. I am sorry to part with Tom, I must say. You ought to let him cover the whole balance of the debt. And you would, Haley, if you had any conscience." "Well, I've got just as much conscience as any man in business can afford to keep, just a little, to swear by, as 'twere," said the trader. "And then I'm ready to do anything in reason to oblige friends. But this year, you see, is a little too hard on a fellow, a little too hard." The trader sighed contemplatively and poured out some more brandy. "Well then, Haley, how will you trade?" said Mr. Shelby after an uneasy interval of silence. "Well, haven't you a boy or a gal that you could throw in with Tom?" "None that I could well spare. To tell the truth, it's only hard necessity makes me willing to sell at all. I don't like parting with any of my hands, that's a fact." Here the door opened, and a small quadroon boy between 4 and 5 years of age entered the room. There was something in his appearance remarkably beautiful and engaging. His black hair, fine as floss silk, hung in glossy curls about his round, dimpled face, while a pair of large dark eyes, full of fire and softness, looked out from beneath the rich, long lashes as he peered curiously into the apartment. The gay robe of scarlet and yellow plaid, carefully made and neatly fitted, set off to advantage the dark and rich style of his beauty, and a certain
Sample complete. Ready to continue?